This is V. Sirisha, Associate Professor, Government City College. Today's lesson is Financial Accounting 2, Single Entry System, or we can call it as Accounts from Incomplete Records. Coming to the Single Entry System, the introduction about the Single Entry System. Here, single entry accounting is nothing but it is the organization, whether it is trading or non-trading, prepares financial statements at the end of each financial year. So those organizations which do not follow double entry system also ascertain their operationals through operational results, that is profit or loss, the financial position through single entry system. Small business concerns which are not familiar with the double entry bookkeeping system follow this method, that is accounts from incomplete records or single entry system. So this method is followed by corporate bodies. This method is followed by corporate bodies, that is companies, corporations, statutory bodies. So these things do not follow single entry system, as it is mandatory to follow double entry system for them. So now coming to the single entry system, here this method of bookkeeping will depend on one-sided accounting entry, so to maintain financial information. So this is also known as incomplete or unscientific method of recording transactions. Most of the businesses maintain record of all transactions using double entry bookkeeping system, but however small business keep only a single entry book that records the bare essentials. So in some cases only records of cash, accounts receivable, accounts payable and taxes paid may be maintained. So this type of single entry system of accounting with additional information can typically be compiled into an income statement and statement of affairs. So again, coming to the meaning of single entry system. Here, single entry system is an incomplete form of recording financial transactions. It is incomplete because this system does not record two aspects or accounts of all the financial transactions. So this single entry system records only one aspect of transactions. Single entry system is not a proper system of recording financial transactions. It fails to present complete information required by the management. So single entry system mainly maintains cash book, personal accounts of debtors and creditors. Single entry system ignores nominal accounts and real accounts except cash account. Hence, it is incomplete form of double entry system which fails to disclose true profit or loss of the organization. The correct financial position of the business organization cannot be disclosed by the single entry system. Single entry system is a form of bookkeeping and account in which each financial transaction is a single entry in a journal or transaction. As a result, the accounting system is called, not surprisingly, a single entry system. The approach is known as single entry bookkeeping. Coming to the definition of single entry. Here, single entry system is the oldest and most straightforward method of keeping records of financial transactions. So here, single entry is generally used to denote the method of maintaining books of records, which does not exactly follow the principles of double entry system. It does not mean that there is no entry for each transaction, that is, only one account is given debit or credit for each transaction. It simply means that principles of double entry system are not being followed for all the transactions. Single entry system, here generally the personal accounts of debtors, that is customers, and the creditors, that is suppliers, are maintained, and the real accounts, assets, and nominal accounts, expenses, losses, incomes, and gains may not be maintained in the books of accounts. So Kohler has given the definition like this: single entry as a system of bookkeeping in which, as a rule, only records of cash and personal accounts are maintained. It is always incomplete double entry, varying with circumstances. Thus, single entry system actually refers to incomplete records or the defective double entry system. So, what are the characteristics or features of single entry system? Coming to characteristics or features of single entry system, here we have certain features, that is regarding the maintenance of books. So small organizations will be following this type of single entry system. So under this system, companies and corporate bodies, because of legal provisions to which they are subjected to, cannot keep their books under single entry system. So single entry system will be preparing, cash book is prepared, and coming to the personal accounts, here only personal accounts are maintained. So in this system, only personal accounts of debtors and creditors are maintained. Real accounts and nominal accounts are completely ignored. Coming to the maintenance of original vouchers. So in this system, vouchers play an important role. They will be helping in gathering the information about the date of transactions, amount of, and the parties involved, and the discount, and so on. So here vouchers will be helping to maintain the single entry system. Information is ascertained from original documents and vouchers. Only collection of information can be done through these vouchers. Sales invoice and purchase invoice, we can call them as. Coming to the final accounts. So single entry system, it is quite difficult to prepare final accounts due to unavailability of nominal and real account. To prepare the financial statements, the available information is missing. So after that, trading and profit and loss account is prepared. The figures of assets and liabilities are calculated from the information at hand, but they are also estimated. Hence, the statement of affairs is prepared in single entry system in place of balance sheet and profit and loss account. Lack of uniformity. Here, single entry system does not have the uniform method, so it is followed as per the convenience of the organization or the person who is preparing the single entry system. So according to the circumstances, it will be varying. So it is an unscientific and unsystematic method. So and difficult to prepare financial statements. This is another feature. So the complete information will not be available as we are not preparing the nominal and real accounts. So it is difficult to prepare profit and loss account without real and nominal accounts, and the balance sheet cannot be prepared. Profit and loss under this method is only an estimate. So now coming to the suitability. So the system is appropriate for small business. It is not at all suitable for the big business, corporates and all, like sole proprietorship business and partnership firms, as they maintain records of cash and credit transactions only. Coming to the types of single entry system. We have three types of single entry system. One is pure single entry system, second one is simple single entry system, third one is quasi single entry system. Coming to the explanation part, so what is pure single entry system? Under this system, only personal accounts of debtors and creditors will be maintained, and all real and nominal accounts are not maintained. This method is not popular because even cash book, which is very important, will not be prepared. So this we mean by the pure single entry system. Coming to the simple single entry system. In simple single entry system, cash book is maintained and the personal accounts are maintained. These are maintained as per the double entry system of bookkeeping. Cash received or paid will be maintained, and the debtors and creditors are merely written off on the bills issued or received. Coming to the quasi single entry system, subsidiary books such as sales book, purchase book, bills receivables and bills payables are maintained in addition to cash book and personal accounts. So this we mean by the three types of single entry system. Single entry system is simple and easy to maintain. It does not need any professional accountant to keep the records up to date. So this system is quite helpful for small business and small traders operating solely by individuals. Coming to the limitations, we have certain limitations of single entry system, that is, so it suffers from some of the limitations. That is, first one, it is not a scientific method of accounting because it does not record the two aspects of the transaction, that is debit and credit. Second one is it does not have the arithmetical accuracy, cannot be ascertained because trial balance is not prepared. Coming to the third limitation, in the absence of nominal accounts, trading and profit and loss account cannot be prepared. And in the absence of operating and non-operating incomes and operating and non-operating expenses, it is not possible to assess the operating efficiency of the business. Coming to the next limitation, so there is an absence of real accounts, so it is not possible to know the exact financial position of the business. Now coming to the next limitation, internal check and internal control is also not possible. There is a possibility for misappropriation, and also the fraud is more in single entry system than in double entry system. Next limitation, it does not inspire or enjoy confidence of the outsiders. It is difficult to ascertain the value of the business, the value of goodwill, and the sale of business by owner or admission or retirement of a partner becomes difficult. Next limitation is, and it will be maintaining the records maintained under single entry are not recognized by courts or sales tax and income tax authorities. So in spite of all these defects, single entry system is quite popular because it is very convenient or very suitable to the small firms which cannot afford the cost of maintaining the double entry system. So these are all the limitations of single entry system. Coming to the difference between single entry and double entry system. Coming to the differences, on the basis of assumptions and principles, double entry system is based on certain principles and assumptions. So double entry system will be following certain principles, and single entry system is not at all based on any principles and assumptions. And coming to the second difference, recording dual aspects of all transactions. Here in double entry system, both debit and credit aspects of all the transactions are recorded. But in case of single entry system, both the aspects of all transactions are not at all recorded. Coming to the nature of accounts maintained, all types of accounts, that is real account, personal accounts, nominal accounts, are maintained in double entry system, whereas in single entry system only cash book and personal accounts are maintained. Coming to the preparation of trial balance, double entry system will be having the summary of ledger accounts, that is trial balance is prepared in order to ensure arithmetical accuracy, whereas single entry system arithmetical accuracy cannot be checked since trial balance cannot be prepared. Coming to the next difference, that is determination of profit or loss. In double entry system, true profit or loss can be ascertained by preparing the trading and profit and loss account. Income statement also can be prepared. But in case of single entry system, only estimated profit or loss can be ascertained, since there is no scope for the preparation of trading and profit and loss account. Coming to the financial position, with the help of double entry system, true financial position can be prepared through the balance sheet. And in single entry system, only estimated financial position can be known on the basis of statement of affairs. Coming to the adjustments, in double entry system, all types of adjustments are made while preparing the final accounts, whereas in single entry system, no special treatment is given to the adjustments. On the basis of utilities, in double entry system is used by all types of business organization. Single entry system can be adopted by only small traders who are not familiar with the double entry system, and if they will not be able to afford the cost of double entry system. Coming to the recognition, records in double entry system, records maintained under this method are creditability and recognized by government. In single entry system, no such recognition by the government and enjoys no creditability. So these are all the differences between double entry system and single entry system. Coming to the end of the class.